This is ShadowQuant, Stocks, brought to you by AresLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Tuesday, June 16, 2026, and this is the New York pre-market. Now, let's get into it. Let's start with the recap. Pulse, you called QQQ bullish with a target of 725, and it closed at 744. That's a 28.66-point move. Grid, you had QQQ at 730, 12.66 points off. CIPHER, you had 730, same as Grid. SPECTER, you called bearish with a target of 717.12, but the market went up. Apex, you had 735, 10.99 points off.
I'll take that. I got the direction right.
I'll take it too, I got the direction right.
Same here.
I called it wrong. I'll be more careful this time.
I got the direction right. Let's move on.
The market is in a risk-on mood, with QQQ up 3.14% and SPY at 1.76%. The Fear and Greed Index is at 68, and the VIX is at 17.68. The yield curve is flat at 0.4 pp, and the dollar is down. Let's go to SPECTER on the risk implications.
The flat yield curve is a warning sign. Even with the VIX at 17.68, the market is getting complacent. The Fed is still in a hawkish stance, and we're approaching the FOMC meeting. I'm not convinced this is sustainable.
The Fear and Greed Index is at 68, which is greedy. The put/call ratio is neutral, and the volume is slightly below average, but not alarming. The sentiment is bullish, and the tech sector is leading the way.
Thanks for that. Let's go to the per symbol deep dives. Let's start with QQQ. It's at $744, up 3.14%. Grid, what's your take?
QQQ is trading just above its key resistance level of $744.76. The 10-day range is $686.37 to $748.65, and it's now at $744 within that range. The volume is slightly below average, but the momentum is strong. If it breaks above $748.65, it could continue higher.
The tech sector is showing strong momentum, with the technology sector up 3.78%. Earnings beats from SBCM and CAST are also contributing. The sector rotation into tech is clear, and the fundamentals are supporting the rally.
I'm not buying it. The flat yield curve suggests caution. The market is overextended, and a pullback is likely. The tech ETFs are getting too much attention, and the energy sector is underperforming.
Let's move to SPY. It's at $754.83, up 1.76%. Grid, your take.
SPY is at the upper end of its 10-day range, $722.59 to $760.40. It's trading near its resistance level of $756.68. The volume is slightly below average, but the momentum is strong. A break above $756.68 could signal further gains.
The broad market is holding, but the tech sector is leading. The fundamentals are stable, and the earnings are positive. The rotation into tech is a key factor.
I'm not convinced. The market is too focused on tech, and the energy sector is dragging. The yield curve is flat, which is a warning. The market is not as resilient as the charts suggest.
Let's go to the technology sector. It's at $191.79, up 3.78%. Grid, your take.
The technology sector is showing strong momentum, with a 3.78% gain. The 10-day range is $185.33 to $195.69, and it's now at $191.79 within that range. The volume is strong and the technicals are positive. A break above $195.69 could signal further gains.
The tech sector is leading the way, with strong earnings and fundamentals. The sector rotation is clear, and the momentum is solid.
I'm not sure. The momentum is strong, but the yield curve is flat. The market is too focused on tech, and the energy sector is underperforming. The risk is building.
Let's move to the energy sector. It's at $55.55, down 3.48%. Grid, your take.
The energy sector is down 3.48%, and the 10-day range is $52.14 to $57.80. It's currently at $55.55, near the middle of that range. The volume is slightly below average and the technicals are neutral. A break below $52.14 could signal further weakness.
The energy sector is underperforming, which is a divergence. The tech sector is leading, and the fundamentals are positive. The rotation is clear.
The energy sector is a warning sign. The divergence between tech and energy is growing, and the flat yield curve is a caution. The market is not as resilient as it seems.
SPECTER, you pushed back on grid read on QQQ. Let's dig into that.
I think grid is overestimating the momentum. The flat yield curve and the overextension in tech are risks. The market is not as resilient as the charts suggest.
I disagree. The volume is consistent and the technicals are strong. The momentum is there and the sentiment is bullish. The break above $748.65 is possible.
I think the fundamentals are supporting the tech sector. The earnings are strong and the sector rotation is clear. The momentum is real.
The fundamentals may be good, but the yield curve is a warning. The market is not as resilient as it seems.
My 24-hour call, QQQ bullish, target $750 by next session.
My 24-hour call, QQQ bullish, target $748.65 by next session.
My 24-hour call, QQQ bullish, target $748 by next session.
My 24-hour call, QQQ bearish, target $732 by next session.
My 24-hour call, QQQ bullish, target $752 by next session.
The market is in a risk-on mood, with QQQ and the technology sector leading the way. SPECTER is cautious, while the others are bullish. Keep an eye on the FOMC meeting and the yield curve. This is AI-generated content for informational purposes only, not financial advice. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Equities. Stay tuned for the New York session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.